Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm currently loading up my world in Minecraft. As you can see, it spawned me in at night. So let's go ahead and sleep, make it daytime. I should... Yes, I can hear things. Okay. Everything's going slow because I just kind of opened the game and launched. And now everything's taking its time loading in. So here we've got the base. I'm gonna go ahead and move this crafting table because it is actually in the way where it is. And a hazard at that. Let's move the crafting table out to... Oh, I know where I can move it to. Let me see if I can adjust some of these sounds. Audio, here we are. Let's see, we've got... I hate how you have to, basically grab a slider in order to... scroll through this menu. It makes things very difficult. You can't just grab the slider. It just doesn't work. As you can see, I'm trying to grab the slider. Trying to figure out where the sound for... Okay, well, that'll improve, at least. It's an improvement. So, that's on the wrong side. I want to put this there. There we go. The plan is to eventually move my entire base, right here, and just have it floating above this little island in this tiny little pond, and that will be my base location, hopefully. That's the plan, at least, for the current moment. That being said, I'm still also getting everything organized, planting all my various different crops so that I have enough food at all times, and so I can have effective, active trading with villagers and all kinds of other lovely additional bonus effects. Like being capable of getting rid of all that rotten flesh, which you really want a cleric villager for, because it's just free emeralds by that point, Once you have a cleric villager and a zombie farm, you're just getting free rotten flesh. It's just all the rotten flesh you want. Speaking of which, I currently need to craft a composter. I also need to break this, grab these seeds, plant these seeds. I was hoping for more, but I got the wheat. What am I complaining about? Don't know lap. Yep, as I figured. More carrots had grown. So the carrots are growing roughly just a little bit faster than I'm capable of actually keeping up. So I'm just kind of keeping up. However, what I currently want is, what was it? It was, ooh. Well, other than wanting another campfire and a grindstone and some barrels and a smoker, what was I looking in here for? I could start gathering those pumpkins from the other episode and craft myself some jack-o'-lanterns. That way I'll have full block lighting. I won't have to look at all these torches everywhere. There was something I was wanting. It involved this. I cannot remember what it was. I'll remember it. It's something important. Of course I'll remember it. Because I'll get to it and I'll be like, oh, right, I never did that. Some of the sugarcane grew. Composter! See? I knew I'd remember it. Of course it's important. It's a composter. Why wouldn't a composter be important, right? So let's see. Let's get some planks. And I believe I need the slabs to make the composter recipe show up. Do I have all the parts for a composter? I do not. Where is the composter? There it is. Yeah, I just needed a bunch of slabs, so I'm gonna get more slabs. Let me get more sticks too while I'm at it. And composter. Let me get like 3. Let me get a furnace, because I don't have one of those. I really should. I'm gonna get 2, that way I can make one into a smoker. What do I need for the blast furnace? Iron. And smooth stone. 2 things which I do not have. I really need to go mining. So it looks like this is going to be the episode where I set up the mining. On top of that, make a bunch of planks, make a bunch of planks. Do I want ladders? I think I want ladders. Yeah, I'm gonna get some ladders. I'll get like a dozen ladders. Make it 2 dozen. What's my inventory looking like? Yeah, I could use some more sticks. Okay, and I don't need more carrots. However, I do need them on my hotbar, because if I don't have them on my hotbar, then they're just going to never get replanted. Fully grown, break, plant, fully grown, break, plant, break, plant, break, plant. It's just, planting the same crops so that more can grow. I harvest the excess. And, yeah. It's farming in a nutshell for you. Because I'm lazy. This is how I am switching to collecting my sugarcane, so that I can plant more sugarcane and finish up growing my sugarcane. Cool. Just gonna put that right there for now. Grab my carrots back up. I saw a few more got fully grown. I'm trying to get a stack of carrots so I can just have food without needing to worry about, what animal meat am I going to be depleting this time. Currently I'm working my way through steak, but it's not sustainable. It's just not sustainable. So I've got carrots. Oh, I need to put the cactus away too. Let me just make sure everything's all neatly organized. Just double tapping on things to make sure that if there's any stacks of stuff that I'm good. Where do I want this to be placed? Preferably somewhere that has hopper access. This spot's actually kind of good. Problem is that torch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that torch into a jack-o'-lantern later. I'm going to do that for all these corner torches. Meanwhile, I'll just leave these composters here. That way, when I get villagers, I do actually need one more composter. But that way, when I get villagers, and I manage to get them to start working here, they will be capable of easily just composting anything extra. Oops, that one wasn't fully grown. Put that back in the ground, let it grow. Yeah. Okay, that was my mistake. I should not have stood in fire. So yeah, as you can see, the carrot farm it's chugging along nicely. And just even this size of a carrot farm is enough to just keep you busy constantly. So, yeah. If you're not careful, you'll just get carried away just growing food non-stop. Which, you know, it's not a bad thing. It's food. It's a necessary resource. But at the same time, there's more to the game than just food. That didn't even drop seeds. Wow. Wow, my carrots are doing great. My wheat, on the other hand, could use some work. I got 0 profit from that wheat harvest. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. It's going to happen in advance there. What do I want to build this out of? Right. Well, I think first I should probably update that cactus farm here to something a little bit more modern. But before I do that, I should probably finish. You know, Ow. Ow. He shot me out of bed. I'm gonna get you. Ow. Ow. Okay, now I'm lagging. Come on, move. Bro. What was with that lag? That was gonna get me killed. Probably took a bunch of durability off my armor. That's for sure. I need to fix my farmland. Oh good, it's raining. That's actually a benefit. Hi, zombie. Actually, I'm going to leave you alive. Because I want you to turn into a drowned to see if you get a trident. Sector 7. I shall eat some of this cooked beef. Yum. Steak. I mean, steak is, like, the best food in the game for saturation levels, other than, I think it was golden apples? Or no, enchanted golden apples. That's right. But, like, enchanted golden apples require blocks of gold. You know. Which is great if you've got, like, a gold farm or something, but no, I don't have a gold farm, so I'm just gonna stick with some of these basic crops for now. I just realized that it's raining. Okay. This might be... Ooh. Unbreaking 2, Power 2, and Punch 1. That is a very nice bow. I'm going to use that bow later. Okay, now I can start composting these extra carrots. And bone meal. Nice. Got my first bone meal. Matter of fact, I'm going to use this bone meal to check something. Yeah, it's fully grown. Ow, that was the cactus. In that case, I think what it is I need... What do I need? I need coarse dirt. How do I make coarse dirt? Gravel. See? I knew there was a reason I liked that gravel. Give me that gravel. Coarse dirt, of course, has the wonderful property of not being able to be spawned on. Monsters cannot spawn on coarse dirt. It is... I think it's actually the reason they came out with the coarse dirt item. Is specifically because people just wanted a dirt block that allowed them to have dirt without having monsters. Which is, of course, very useful. like the zombie dropped anything. That being said, I have 42 carrots. Hi, Piggy. Oh, right. You like carrots, don't you? You like carrots? The piggy loves me. Oop. I did not mean to do that. So now we should see some melons growing, because I've got a melon farm. And those nearby pumpkins, that just makes things better. So what I want is to go ahead and clear out this lovely measuring dirt that I used. I like to use dirt for measurements because it's an easy block to break, and if everything goes wrong, I can still stand on it, so it makes good scaffolding. It's just a nice easy block to work with. That being said, I probably should have made the base of this out of soil. What am I saying? I'm going to replace all of this with sand anyways. I am. I'm planning on replacing it all with sand. Okay, it's one of my various apps notifying me of what time it is. Okay, and sugarcane. Come here, you. Okay. Did I break that whole thing? I did, and that wasn't even the correct one. Okay, so this is going to need a desert, which I do not have near my base. I'll have to work on fixing that situation, by which I mean I'll need to find a way to make a bunch of sand. Or dig up a bunch of sand, I should say. Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice. It's a mean joke. I won't finish it, but it's funny. It involves Aquaman. Those of you familiar with the joke are probably laughing. Harvest the wheat, plant the wheat. You know, a lot of Minecraft is kind of this boring part, where you're just repeatedly doing the same task over and over. But then again, that's also the general description of just life. You know, I mean, how many times per day have you done multiplication? You know, we did multiplication all the time in school, and you know, counting and addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, all the different standards there. You know, I know there's multiple different methods taught. PEMDAS is not the only standard. It is a common standard. However, PEMDAS is not the only standard. There's more than one standard used in the world, and people will tell you, oh, I didn't get taught that, I got taught this, and it's like, well, that's not what everyone uses. Because there is no one universal automation of order of operations used. The only order of operations method that is universally used, people seem to forget, is brackets. The brackets are always there. No matter whether or not we draw them, the brackets are always there. The brackets are what defines PEMDAS, or whatever other method you're using. You know, you might be using a method that has a similar name, but different acronym. You might be using a different acronym that has the same method. You might be using a different acronym that has a different method. It honestly doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Whichever method you're using, it just doesn't matter. Okay? You might think it matters, and it might matter to some people, but in all honesty, it's not really going to matter. Because, well, to be honest, not many people actually care too much about what method is being used for mathematical multiplications. Mostly people just focus on the fact that there are mathematical calculations going on, and they'll just go, oh, well, there's this. And it's like, well, yeah, but does that do anything? What does that achieve? How does that make you feel? You know? And people forget that. I did it again. I checked the contents of my... I really need to do that from the side. So yeah, a lot of people forget that. And I've had quite a few arguments on YouTube comments actually about that specific topic, because people just forget that for some reason. People, for the life of them, cannot seem to remember that the only reason that everyone's capable of getting along and understanding each other through mathematics is because mathematics itself is capable of teaching us how to properly use our brackets when we're explaining what we're trying to do. This one. 3 seeds. Now we're talking. I just need one more spare, it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, because I saw some that were nearly finished, and I'm going to bone meal that. I'm gonna see how many seeds that gets me. That got me 3, which is exactly enough to have a spare seed that I can then turn into pieces of bone meal or feed to an animal. Let me check. Do llamas take seeds? Llamas do not take seeds. Llama takes hay. That's right. Specifically hay blocks. Is there anything trapped in there, is there? Nope. Okie doke. Compost that. As you can see, I am getting a lot of materials from my little tiny farm here. So all these people who are thinking, oh, well, I can't build those mega bases, you know, I'd need a massive water source. No, you don't. Okay, this is my spawn base. Okay, this is roughly where I spawned, as you can see by the map. So I haven't explored very much, and I just kind of started building. Now, I don't think this thing's visible on the map yet. Like, it's not a notable landmark that'll be, like, easy to navigate to the moment you spawn in. However, there is that whole fact that this is a lake that is outlined by paved dirt, you know, so it's a mixed goodie bag. Neat. Let's see, what did I want next? Melons. Oh, I had melons. Okay, well, I'm putting the bone meal away, I guess. Because the next thing I want is melons. I could chop down this tree. Or I could go mining. I do need to go mining. Or I could finish digging out all of this, because I also need to do that. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to dig out the rest of this, and I suppose after that I'm going to head over to that mountain with the alcove in the distance there. I'm going to gather some gravel. Hello, chicken creature. I almost said Mr. Chicken, and then I realized, well, how do I know it's a Mr.? Maybe it's a Miss? Maybe it's non-binary? Maybe it's not gendered. Genderless chicken! I don't think that's a thing, but maybe it could be. And I broke the shovel. Figures. did not intend to do that. Why was my character punching the ground? And where did the extra carrot come from? Was that what? I have extra carrots. And I don't know why. I don't think I should have extra carrots. Because I'm pretty sure I only broke 2 carrot crops and 1 wheat. I should have gotten some wheat seeds. And I'm just hoping it's in my inventory, and maybe I broke a mature carrot and a not mature carrot, and that might have caused the discrepancy. I don't know. I'll find out in a moment. Deposit the egg. Yeah, that was a discrepancy. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Okay. So I need to come all the way over here. First I need to gather up some of these spares. I really hope these watermelons grow soon. So one of the benefits, of course, dirt is it's supposed to be able to, handle having crops grow on it. Such as watermelon, pumpkin. If it doesn't, there's a problem. I think this was a bug in Bedrock Edition where the crops won't grow properly on coarse dirt for pumpkins and other types of crops, which means I have to swap it all out with cobblestone and just make sure it's well lit. So I'm going to work on that because the lighting is a top priority. Let's see. I will light this north-south. Ow. Stood on my cactus for a second. So I want there. I want there. There. Then I want, where did I light it up on this side? Staggered, of course. Go figure. You know what? I'm just gonna put a torch on every part that is supposed to be crops. I'm gonna go and gather those pumpkins. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do that. I suppose I should do that next episode. I'll go ahead and record it now. As soon as the sun sets, I shall end this episode, and then next episode that I upload, I will be going to the pumpkins that I previously saw, and I shall gather up a bunch of pumpkins. I will make sure to bring more than one axe. I'll bring 2 axes. I will not bring these because that could prove to be problematic. I will, however, bring my cobblestone, and I'm going to swap out my cooked beef for cooked mutton, and I'll see you guys next episode.